You've probably already seen the news that the final chapter of Chainsaw Man Part 2 is supposed to come out on March 25th. And honestly, what the hell? I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, but I'm really not excited about it. In fact, the whole situation just feels weird, because if I'm being completely honest, Part 2 of Chainsaw Man has been really disappointing to me, and the timing makes it even more confusing. The story was literally in the middle of a big conflict. Things were finally starting to escalate, the tension was building, and then suddenly it's like Tatsuki Fujimoto just decided to end it, out of nowhere. No huge build-up, no long climax, just, okay, we're done now. And I'm sitting there thinking, wait, what? Why now? Seriously, what the hell happened? The truth is, I actually started losing hope a long time ago. Around chapter 167, I remember thinking, okay, maybe things will finally get better. I kept hoping the story was slowly building towards something big, that all the weird pacing and random plot threads would eventually connect. But instead, it just kept getting stranger and more messy, and that's frustrating because the series had potential. Even now, I still think Part 2 could have been saved. There were interesting ideas, new characters, some moments that felt mysterious in a good way. It looked like Fujimoto was setting up something huge, but then the story would suddenly jump in a completely different direction, introduce another strange concept, and never fully explain anything. At some point I started thinking, is there even a plan here? That's why this sudden ending feels so strange. It almost feels like the whole part 2 ended up being this long, chaotic experiment that never really found its direction. And the worst part? I'm actually worried this might not even be the end. Because imagine if Tatsuki Fujimoto decides to make a part 3. That would be kind of crazy, and honestly, a little scary. Sometimes the best thing a creator can do is stop while the story is still legendary. For a lot of fans, part 1 of Chainsaw Man already felt like a masterpiece. The story of Denji, Makima, and characters like Aki Hayakawa was emotional, brutal, and perfectly paced. It had shocking twists, heartbreaking moments, and an ending that actually felt meaningful. When part 1 ended, it already felt complete. That's why part of me thinks Fujimoto should have just stopped there and moved on to new projects. He's proven that he's incredibly creative. His one-shots are amazing, and his ideas are always unique. Imagine if he used that creativity to make completely new stories instead of continuing Chainsaw Man. And that's another problem I had with part 2. Even though the beginning was actually pretty interesting, after a while everything started feeling kind of repetitive. The themes, the situations, the strange humor. We've seen a lot of this before, except now it feels weaker. It's like watching a sequel that tries to recreate the magic of the original story, but somehow it just doesn't hit the same. So now I'm honestly curious. Did anyone actually love part 2? Maybe some people really enjoyed it. Maybe some fans think it's even better than part 1. And if that's the case, I'd genuinely like to hear why. Because from my perspective, I'm struggling to understand what the plan was. At this point, I'm not even sure why I'm still reading it. Maybe it's just curiosity. Maybe I want to see what kind of insane twist Fujimoto will come up with next. Or maybe it's just fun to talk about the chaos with friends and other fans. Sometimes even when something frustrates you, discussing it can still be entertaining. So tell me what you think. Did you like part 2 of Chainsaw Man? Do you think the ending will somehow fix everything? Or do you also feel like the story should have ended with part 1? Write your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to see what other people think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more anime and manga discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.